Kabi socha hai? You work so hard. Day and night, you're running. You get a good education, you find a decent job, you pay your bills on time. You do everything society told you to do. Fear bhi, why do you feel stuck? Why does it feel like you're running on a treadmill, putting in all the effort but going nowhere? It feels like you're caught in a cycle, a never-ending loop of EMIs, responsibilities, and compromises. You dream of a bigger life, a life of freedom, but that dream seems so far away, almost impossible. It's like being in a room with invisible walls. You can see the world outside, but you just can't seem to break through and reach it. This feeling, my friends, is not just about a lack of money. It's much deeper than that. It's a trap, but not a physical one. This is a trap of the mind. It's a set of beliefs we have been taught since childhood, ideas that we have accepted as the ultimate truth. We are told to study hard, get a secure job, buy a house on loan, and then just settle. Settle for a life that is safe, predictable, and comfortable. But is comfortable the same as happy? Is safe the same as alive? This trap makes us believe that our potential is limited, that our dreams have a price tag we can't afford. So many of us live our entire lives within this trap without even realizing it. We think this is just how life is. We see our parents live this way, our neighbors, our friends, so we accept it as our destiny. Hum sakte hain, bas itna hi hai. This is it. But I am here today to tell you that this is not the end. This is not your destiny. The walls you feel are not real. They are made of your own thoughts, your own fears, your own limiting beliefs. You have the power to see them, to challenge them, and to break them down, piece by piece. The first step to escaping any prison is to realize you are in one. Today, I want you to ask yourself a simple question. Are you truly living, or are you just surviving? Are you chasing your own dreams, or are you fulfilling someone else's expectations of you? Are you the hero of your own story, or just a supporting character in a script written by society? The answer to this question is the key. It's the key that can unlock the door to a life of infinite possibilities, a life beyond the ordinary, a life that you truly deserve to live. आसान hai. चलो, मैं आपको अपने एक दोस्त की कहानी सुनाता हूँ। उसका नाम मान लो राहुल है। राहुल हम सब की तरह ही था। पढ़ाई में बहुत तेज, स्कूल और कॉलेज में हमेशा टॉपर। MBA के बाद एक बड़ी MNC में शानदार जॉब मिल गई। अच्छी सैलरी, बढ़िया पोजीशन, सब परफेक्ट लग रहा था। उसके पेरेंट्स बहुत प्राउड थे। मेरा बेटा सेटल हो गया, उसके पापा हमेशा मुस्कुरा कर कहते। राहुल ने टिपिकल मिडिल क्लास प्लेबुक फॉलो किया। पहले कार ली लोन पर, फिर 20 साल की EMI पर फ्लैट ले लिया। सबको लगता था राहुल ड्रीम लाइफ जी रहा है, परफेक्ट बेटा, परफेक्ट एम्प्लॉई। लेकिन जब भी मैं राहुल से मिलता, मुझे लगता कुछ मिसिंग है। ब्रांडेड कपड़ों और कॉन्फिडेंट कॉर्पोरेट टॉक के पीछे उसकी आंखों में थकान दिखती थी। उसके पास एक जबरदस्त स्टार्टअप आइडिया था, स्मॉल बिजनेसेस के लिए सिंपल टेक सॉल्यूशन। जब वो उसके बारे में बात करता, उसका चेहरा चमक उठता था। उसके पास प्लान था, स्किल्स थे, नॉलेज थी। लेकिन जब भी मैं पूछता, राहुल स्टार्ट क्यों नहीं करता, ट्राई क्यों नहीं करता, उसका आंसर हमेशा सेम होता। नहीं यार सैंडी, बहुत रिस्क है, EMIs भरनी है, अगर फेल हो गया तो फैमिली है, सिक्योर जॉब छोड़ नहीं सकता। उसकी सिक्योर जॉब ही उसका केज बन गई थी, गोल्डन केज। लेकिन केज तो केज ही है, जो सैलरी उसे फ्रीडम देनी थी वही उसकी चेन बन गई। वो इतना डर गया था कि जो उसके पास है वो खो न दे, कि जो पा सकता था उसके लिए ट्राई ही नहीं किया। उसके लिए उसका आइडिया एक रिस्क था, अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं। अपनी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज को वो बर्डन समझता था, स्ट्रेंथ नहीं। वो अपनी लाइफ वर्स्ट केस सिनेरियो के डर पर जी रहा था, बेस्ट केस सिनेरियो की होप पर नहीं। यही है फिक्स्ड मिडिल क्लास माइंडसेट का क्लासिक ट्रैप। साल बीत गए, राहुल को प्रमोशंस मिले, सैलरी बढ़ी, लेकिन उसका सपना, वो सपना ही रह गया। कॉफी पर डिस्कस होने वाली बात जो धीरे धीरे फेड हो गई। एक दिन उसने देखा किसी और ने उसी जैसे आइडिया पर कंपनी लॉन्च कर दी। वो कंपनी बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो गई। उस दिन राहुल की आंखों में अलग दर्द था। ये फेलियर का दर्द नहीं था, ये रिग्रेट का दर्द था। ट्राई तक न करने का रिग्रेट। उसने इतना सेफ खेला कि अपनी लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा गेम खेले बिना ही हार गया। राहुल की स्टोरी हमें याद दिलाती है, हमारा माइंडसेट ही हमारी सबसे बड़ी ताकत या सबसे भारी कमजोरी बन सकता है। So what exactly is this middle class mindset I am talking about? Is it about being in the middle class? No, absolutely not. It has nothing to do with how much money you have in your bank account right now. I have seen people with very little money who have a rich mindset. And I have seen millionaires who are trapped in a mindset of scarcity and fear. This is not about your financial status. It's about your mental status. It's a way of thinking. Ye ek soch hai, a set of beliefs that prioritizes security over growth, comfort over courage, and predictability over possibility. Let me break it down. At its core, the middle-class mindset is built on fear. The fear of losing. Dar. The fear of what people will say. Log kaya kahenge. The fear of instability. Isliye, the number one priority becomes job security. A safe, stable 9-to-5 job is seen as the ultimate goal. The idea is to find a safe corner and hold on to it for dear life. In this mindset, your salary is not a tool for investment or wealth creation. It's just survival money. It comes in, pays the bills and EMIs, and you wait for the next month. There is no plan for the money beyond spending it. This mindset also affects how we view money. Money is often seen as the root of all evil, something that is hard to earn and easy to lose. We are taught to save money for emergencies, which is good, but we are rarely taught how to make money work for us. The focus is always on saving, not on investing or creating multiple sources of income. The idea of taking a calculated risk to start a business or invest in the stock market seems like gambling. Ye sab apni baas ki baat nahi hai is the common excuse. We prefer the slow, predictable path of a fixed deposit over the potentially high-growth path of equity. Finally, this mindset limits our definition of success. Success is defined by external validation, a bigger designation at work, a larger car, a more expensive phone. It's about showing society that you have arrived. But this is a hollow victory. True success is about personal growth, about becoming a better version of yourself, about creating value, about living a life filled with purpose and passion. The middle-class mindset keeps you so busy chasing society's definition of success that you forget to create your own. It convinces you to trade your extraordinary potential for an ordinary life. Let's dig deeper into the beliefs that act like chains, holding us back. The first and most powerful chain is our belief about money. We are often taught, paisa ped pe nahi ugta. Money doesn't grow on trees. While this is technically true, the hidden message is that earning money is incredibly difficult, a long and hard struggle. This belief makes us scarcity-minded. We are always worried about money running out, so we cling to what we have. We become afraid of spending money on things that can help us grow, like a new course, a book, or a seminar. We see these as expenses, not investments in ourselves. This leads to a lifetime of trading time for money. You give your 1 month, you get 1 salary. This is active income. If you stop working, the money stops. The thought of creating passive income, where money comes in even when you are not actively working, seems like a fantasy. We don't explore options like investing in assets, starting a side business, or creating digital products. Why? Because our core belief is that the only respectable way to earn money is through a job. This belief keeps us on the hamster wheel, running endlessly just to stay in the same place financially. We work for money, but we never learn how to make money work for us. The second chain is our belief about jobs. The ultimate dream presented to us is a sarkari naukri, or a permanent job in a big company. Why? Because it offers security. It feels safe. But this obsession with security kills our entrepreneurial spirit. We become so risk-averse that we see every new opportunity as a threat. We are afraid of getting fired, so we never challenge the status quo at work. We never speak our minds. We just follow orders. We become cogs in a machine, easily replaceable, because we never dared to become the machine itself. This fear makes us complacent. We stop learning new skills once we have a secure job. We think, my job is safe. Why do I need to learn anything new? But in today's fast-changing world, there is no such thing as a secure job. The only security is your ability to learn, adapt, and create value. The skills that got you the job today might be obsolete tomorrow. By clinging to the idea of a single lifelong job, we are actually making ourselves more vulnerable, not less. The chain of job security is an illusion that prevents us from achieving true career freedom and resilience. Why are we so scared of taking risks? What is this fear of failure, really? Let's get to the root of it. From our childhood, we are punished for making mistakes. In school, if you give a wrong answer, you get a 0. You are made to feel ashamed. No one ever told us that mistakes are proof that you are trying. No one taught us that failure is not the opposite of success. It is actually a part of success. So we grow up with this deep-seated belief that failure is bad. It's like a full stop, an end. And honestly, this belief just paralyzes us. This fear of failure is magnified by the most powerful force in our society. Log kaya kahengi. What will people say? We are more afraid of being judged by our relatives, neighbors, and friends than of living a life of regret. If you leave your job to start a business and it fails, what will they say? Bada chala tha business karne, dekho kya hua. He tried to act smart, see what happened. This fear of social judgment is so strong that most people don't even start. They kill their dreams in their minds, just to avoid the possibility of hearing these words from others. They choose a quiet life of desperation over a glorious chance of failure. Now think about it logically for a second. What is the worst that can happen if you take a calculated risk and fail? Maybe you lose some money. Maybe you have to go back to a job. But what do you gain? You gain experience. You gain learning. By the way, if you're finding this video valuable, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us bring more such content to you. You gain wisdom that you could never get from any book or any university. The person who tries and fails is 1,000 times more intelligent and stronger than the person who never tried at all. Failure is data. It tells you what doesn't work so you can try something else. It is a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. The truth is, the biggest risk in life is to take no risk at all. A person who takes no risks does nothing, has nothing, and becomes nothing. You think you are playing it safe, but you are actually guaranteeing failure, the failure to reach your own potential. You need to reframe your relationship with failure. See it as a friend, as a teacher. Welcome it. Learn from it. Every successful person you admire has a long list of failures behind them. They're not successful because they never failed. They're successful because they never let failure stop them. Asan hai. Now let's talk about the people who break free. What do they do differently? Do they have a special talent? Are they just lucky? No. The only difference is their mindset. They operate from a growth mindset instead of a fixed mindset. The first thing they do differently is they see opportunities where others see problems. When a new technology comes, the fixed mindset person says, "This will take my job." The growth mindset person says, "How can I learn this new technology to create something new or become more valuable?" Their focus is always on learning and adapting. They have a completely different relationship with money. For them, money is not just for spending or saving. It's a tool. It's a resource to be invested. They are not afraid to invest in themselves first, in books, courses, and coaches, because they know that their own knowledge and skills are their greatest assets. They understand the power of making money work for them. So they actively learn about investing, about building assets, about creating multiple streams of income. They don't just work for a salary, they build systems that generate income for them. They play the game of money to win, not just to not lose. Furthermore, people who break free are not afraid of taking calculated risks. Notice the word calculated. They are not gamblers. They do their homework. They study, they plan, they start small. They test their ideas. If they have a business idea, they don't quit their job on day one. Maybe they started as a side hustle in the evenings or on weekends. They manage their downside. But the key is they start. They take that first step. They understand that the cost of inaction and regret is far greater than the cost of a failed attempt. They embrace the possibility of failure as a learning opportunity. Most importantly, they define success on their own terms. Their goal is not to impress their neighbors with a new car. Their goal is freedom. The freedom to work on what they love. The freedom to spend time with their families. The freedom to live life according to their own values, not society's expectations. They are driven by an internal mission, a purpose that is bigger than just earning a paycheck. This inner drive gives them the resilience to keep going when things get tough. They are not running in a race against others. They are on a journey with themselves. Let me give you some real-world examples that you can probably relate to. Think about the founder of Oyo Rooms, Ritesh Agarwal. He didn't come from a wealthy family. He was a young boy from a small town in Odisha. With a fixed, middle-class mindset, he would have focused on getting a good engineering degree and a stable job. But he had a growth mindset. He saw a problem, the lack of predictable, budget-friendly hotels in India. He didn't just complain about it. He saw an opportunity. He dropped out of college not to waste time, but to build his dream. He started with very little. He took the risk. Can you imagine the amount of fear and uncertainty he must have faced? The log kaya kahenga pressure must have been immense. College chod dia, ab kaya karega. He must have failed hundreds of times, faced rejections, and slept on a shoestring budget. But he didn't see failure as a full stop. He saw it as feedback. He kept learning, kept improving his model, and kept moving forward. He didn't wait for a perfect plan or for someone to give him permission. He chose courage over comfort, and today, he has built a global company. This is the power of a growth mindset in action. Think about Boman Irani, the brilliant actor. He didn't start his acting career in his 40s. He was running his family's wafer shop in Mumbai for years. He was a photographer. He started his film career when he was in his 40s. A typical fixed mindset would say, "It's too late now. I have a family, responsibilities. This is not my age to try something new." But he had a passion for acting. He believed in his potential. He took the risk of entering a highly competitive industry at an age when many people think about retirement. He chose passion over predictability. These stories are not about rare, superhuman people. They are stories of ordinary people who chose to adopt an extraordinary mindset. They are all around us. The YouTube creator who started making videos in his bedroom with a cheap phone, the home baker who turned her passion into a thriving business through Instagram, the freelancer who quit his job to build his own agency. What do they all have in common? They didn't wait for the universe to give them a signal. They decided to change their thinking first. They stopped seeing limits and started seeing possibilities. They are living proof that your background does not determine your future. Your mindset does. So you might be feeling inspired now. You might be thinking, Sandeep, I understand all this. I want to change. But where do I start? It feels so overwhelming. And my answer is always the same. Start small. Choti shuruat. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow or invest all your savings in a risky venture. The biggest change starts with the smallest step. The first step is to simply become aware of your own thoughts. For the next week, just listen to your inner voice. What do you tell yourself when you think about money, risk, or a new idea? Do you say, I can't do this, or do you ask, how can I do this? The second practical step is to invest in yourself, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Instead of scrolling through social media for an hour every day, use that time to learn something new. Read a book on personal finance. Watch a YouTube tutorial on a skill you want to acquire. Listen to a podcast about entrepreneurship. There is a world of free knowledge available at your fingertips. Invest 30 minutes a day in your own growth. This small, consistent investment will compound over time and give you incredible returns in the form of confidence and competence. Remember, the more you learn, the less you fear the unknown. Third, start a possibility journal. Every day, write down one idea. It doesn't have to be a billion-dollar startup idea. It can be anything. An idea to improve a process at your work. An idea for a small side hustle. An idea to solve a problem in your neighborhood. This simple exercise will train your brain to look for opportunities instead of obstacles. Most of your ideas might not be practical, and that's okay. The goal is not to find a perfect idea on day one. The goal is to build the muscle of creativity and possibility thinking. And finally, take one small, calculated risk. Just one. It could be as simple as speaking up and sharing your opinion in a meeting at work. It could be investing a very small amount, say 500 rupees, in a mutual fund through a SIP. It could be starting an Instagram page about your hobby. The goal is to take action and get comfortable with a little bit of uncertainty. You need to prove to your own mind that taking a risk won't kill you. This small victory will give you the courage to take the next, slightly bigger step. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Asan hai. We have talked about the trap, we have seen the chains, and we have discussed the keys to break free. Now it all comes down to you. I can share stories, I can give you ideas, but I cannot take the action for you. The remote control of your life is in your hands. For how long will you keep watching a program that you don't even like? It's time to change the channel. It's time to write your own script. Look at yourself in the mirror. The person you see is capable of achieving so much more than you give them credit for. There is a lion inside you, but you are living like a sheep, following the herd. Don't let the noise of other people's opinions drown out your own inner voice. Your relatives, your friends, your society, they all mean well, but they are operating from their own fears and their own limited beliefs. They will advise you to play it safe because they are afraid. But you are not them. Your dreams are yours alone. Your potential is yours alone, and your life is your responsibility alone. Don't sacrifice your future happiness for the sake of temporary social approval. The pain of regret at the end of your life will be far heavier than the temporary pain of failure or judgment. I want you to imagine yourself 10 years from today, on June 15th, 2035. There are two versions of you. One is the you who listened to this, felt good for a day, and then went back to the same old life, the same old thinking. That you is still stuck, still complaining, still wondering what if. The other you is the one who decided to take that first small step today. That you started learning, started taking calculated risks, failed a few times, but kept moving forward. That you is living a life of purpose, of freedom, of fulfillment. Which version do you want to be? The choice you make today will decide which of those two futures becomes your reality. So I am asking you today, not as a speaker, but as a friend. Please, for your own sake, give yourself a chance to see what you are truly capable of, a chance to live a life without regrets. Unleash the power that is lying dormant within you. Break the mental chains of the middle-class mindset. You were not born to just pay bills and die. You were born to do something amazing, something unique, something that only you can do. You were born to fly. The cage is open. The sky is waiting. All you have to do is take the leap. Asan hai.